Good afternoon, everyone. I am Lemuel Lobang, the first reporter for this chapter 4, which is entitled The Results Life, Higher Education and Life Abroad. So, this chapter will describe the life of Rizal, no? Kaugnay ng kanyang sa edukasyon dito sa Pilipinas at sa ibang bansa. So, particularly na sa kanyang panahon sa Ateneo de Municipal Universidad ng Santo Tomas at ang kanyang pag-aaral sa ibang bansa. Ginugol niya ang kanyang pag-aaral dito sa Maynila, no? Then, ang si Rizal din ay nagpatala at nagsisimulang mag-aral sa Ateneo Municipal noong 11 years old pa siya. Miyembro siya sa mga organisasyon at nakapagsulat ng mga makabuluhang tula. Then, mahilig rin siya dito. Dito rin tatalakayin yung mga gawa ni Rizal na mga tula, literature, at mga nobela. Then, dito rin tatalakayin niya ang kanyang natapos sa kanyang sekundaryang edukasyon habang nakakuha din ng Bachelor of Arts degree mula sa Ateneo. Kaya halina ating tunghayan ang buhay ni Rizal nang siya'y nag-aaral pa. So, learning outcomes. At the end of this chapter, the student should be able to first is to examine the educational system that Rizal encountered during his formal education at Ateneo and University of Santo Tomas. Dito yan sa Pilipinas. Then, explain Rizal's reasons for learning the Philippines in relation to his mission and secret pact with Pasiano, and to discuss Rizal's accomplishment and sacrifices while pursuing his education abroad. So, sooner sa amo tatalakayin dito yung tatlong to. Okay, no? So, education abroad, no? Dito rin, this chapter din tatalakayin niya ang si Rizal nang siya'y pumunta sa ibang bansa upang ipagpatuloy ang kanyang pag-aaral. So, nakapaglalakbay siya sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Europa upang matapos ang kanyang misyon na pagmamasid sa iba't ibang aspeto ng pag-unlad sa mga bansang iyon. No? So, the experience of Rizal's education in Manila 1872 to 1882 at Ateneo de Municipal. So, first is Jose Rizal was sent to study at the Ateneo de Municipal, a school run by Spanish Jesuits, shortly after the martyrdom of Gomburza while his mother was still in prison. So, at the age of 11 years old, Jose Rizal started studying at Ateneo de Municipal, no? And that school will be handled by Spanish Jesuits, no? Then, at hindi rin yun naging madali para kay Rizal kasi ang kanyang ina ay nakakulong. Next is, the school later became known as Ateneo de Manila and was known for its excellent reputation for educating boys. So, ang paaralan na Ateneo de Municipal ay naging Ateneo de Manila at kilala rin yung paaralan na yan by its reputation, no? So by its standard, no? Kasi kung ikukumpara natin yan ngayon sa taon natin ngayon ay nabibilang yang Ateneo de Manila or Ateneo de Municipal sa mga prestigious school like Harvard or mga university, di ba? Then wait lang. Yes. No? At kilala sila sa pagtuturo, no, sa disiplina ay kilala rin sila sa pagiging ano sa pagdidisiplina sa mga mag-aaral upang maging isang karapat-dapat na individual sa kinabukasan. Next is, initially, Jose attempted to enroll at the College of San Juan de Letran but later joined Ateneo after a change of plans by his father, Don Francisco. He passed all entrance, no? Then, wait lang. So, on his first day in Manila, no, is ang una niyang ay Jose was accompanied by his brother Pasiano. The first school where he took the entrance examination was the College of wait lang, excuse me. Sa tubig na sige, salamat Carl. Excuse me. Ang kanyang unang pinasukan or inaplayan na school is ang College of San Juan de Letran, no? He passed all the subjects. Following that, he and his brother returned to Calamba to participate in the town fiesta of Don Francisco, who had originally planned for Jose to attend Letran, no? Then, so when Jose and his brother returned to Manila, kasi bumalik naman sila 'di ba sa Calamba tapos bumalik din sila sa Manila, they enrolled at Ateneo de Municipal kasi si Jose ay nagbago ang kanyang utak, no, instead nga sa College of San Juan ay nag-enroll siya sa Ateneo de Municipal. He was initially denied admission into the said school for two reasons, no? Hindi naging madali ang kanyang pagpasok sa paaralan na sa Ateneo. Kasi sa Ateneo de Municipal dahil for two reasons. So first is he was already late for registration, 'di ba? Kasi nung time na 'yon is yung pasukan na, 'di ba, ang una niyang inaplayan is yung College of San Juan de Letran. Pero at bumalik din sila sa kanilang lugar sa Calamba kasi piyesta doon, tapos doon nagbago ang kanyang isip, kaya pagbalik nila sa Manila ay nag-enroll din siya sa Ateneo de Municipal. Then at dahil diyan, 'di ba, so kung napansin niyo, so late na na-enroll si Rizal. And for two reasons, he was frail and sickly, in addition to being too small for his age, according to Bagulong 2028, page 28. However, Jose was finally admitted because of the intervention of Manuel Zeres Burgos, the nephew of one of the martyred priests. Diba? So, ang pagpasok ni Jose Rizal sa paaralan ay hindi rin naging madali para sa kanya dahil bukod sa kanyang maliit na katawan at masakitin ay late rin siya nakapag-enroll, at dahil na rin sa kanyang maliit na katawan at masakitin ay lagi siyang laman sa gulo dahil nabubuli siya at yes, lumalaban din siya. Kaya palagi siyang laman ng balita. At the Jesuits were highly regarded as educators in Spain. The Jesuits also was regarded as best educators in Spain, and when they were allowed to return to the Philippines, their power to administer punishes was limited, no? Kasi hanggang limited dahil hindi pwede except lang sa lahat ng pwede niyang pasukan ng mga Jesuits, dahil isa sila sa mga magaling magturo sa Spain, is hindi sila allow sa Mindanao, no? Except in the remote regions of Mindanao. Their privilege of founding colleges was limited at they had to apply to the city of Manila for subsidies. So, at no, di ba sila yung magaling magturo? So they established the Ateneo Municipal in 1865. Admission required passing an entrance examination covering various subjects. As a result, when they were granted permission to build the school, they named the Ateneo Municipal, and it first opened its doors in 1865. So kaya nang sa ganun ay humingi sila ng tulong or subsidies sa sentro or sa Manila, sa city sa Manila, no, for subsidies. So as a result, when they were granted permission to build a school, they named it Ateneo Municipal, and it first opened its doors in 1865, no. So dahil na rin sa napasa nila lahat ng mga exam, no, sa mga subjects ay nagkaroon ito ng magandang bunga. Yun na nga ay binigyan na sila ng permiso na magtukod or na ano tawag yan, to establish the school, and they named it Ateneo Municipal, no, at binuksan nila ito noong taong 1865. A candidate for admission to the Ateneo had to pass an entrance examination in Christian doctrine, reading, writing, grammar, and elementary arithmetic. So when Jose Rizal enrolled in Ateneo, he took the surname Rizal. No? Okay. Na. Instead of Mercado, to avoid suspicion from the authorities, while his brother Pasiano continued using Mercado. So Father Jose Burgos was one of the priests that was executed through a garrotel at Bagumbayan in February 17, 1872. Then, so yun na nga, so yung nag-aral na si Jose sa Ateneo, ay pinalitan niya ang kanyang surname na Rizal because ang pamilya niya na Mercado has raised suspicions among authorities. Pasiano used the surname Mercado while studying at working with Father Burgos, in whose house he lived. Father Jose Burgos was one of the priests that was executed through Agartha at Pagumbayan on February 17, 1872. So, ang apelyido na Rizal na Mercado ay laman, no, ng hindi magandang balita dahil na rin sa Gomburza, no, sa mga martyr and no, so yun na nga. So Jose and his brother Pasiano found lodging outside the walled city of Manila. The Jesuits' educational system was known for its discipline, incorporation of physical culture, arts, vocational courses, and religious instruction. So dahil na nga hindi rin naging madali, di ba? At naghanap sila ng kumbaga kung sa atin ngayon ay boarding house, which is ang lodging house, no? So Pasiano accompanied Jose and found him a house in the walled city of Manila, but Jose was reluctant to stay there because of its cheerless atmosphere. So they looked for a lodging house outside of Intramuros. So nangita sila og kanang murag karang nindot ang atmosphere, nindot ang environment, no? And they found a house on the Calle Carvalho in Santa Cruz, and he became acquainted in the house with various students who were mestizos, no? So diri na kuan niya na kuan, diri siya nakakilala og ng mga mestizos na kung sa ato pa karon ay yung mga half Chinese, half American, half Pinay, yung mga half. Kasi ang tawag niyan noon sa kanilang panahon ay mestizos, no? And the Ateneo had a competitive environment with individual competitions, and students could join fraternities like the one dedicated to Mary and Saint Luis Gonzaga. So Jose excelled academically and took private Spanish lessons to improve his fluency. Then, the Jesuits educational system was thought to be more advanced than that of other colleges at the time. Its discipline with strict and what do we call this? Its methods were more mechanical. It is incorporated physical culture, um, mm, you know, physical culture. Then, yung Ateneo na rin ay very competitive environment dahil na rin sa Spanish ang namamahala. So, yung mga mag-aaral din doon ay napaka-competitive, no? Katulad din na Mary, Mary and St. Louis Gonzaga. At dito rin sa pangalawa, no, ay it also established dito rin sa religious instruction, it is also established vocational courses in agriculture, commerce, and mechanics. Its main goal was to shape the character and will of the boys so that they could more easily comply with the church teaching. So, gayon pa man ang sinabi ko kanina, mas, I know, that time is mas powerful pa yung simbahan kaysa sa gobyerno. No, so prior to the start of class, the student heard mass. Class opened and closed with prayers. The classes were divided into intimus and extimus for the first two terms, with the first representing the Roman Empire and the second representing the Carthaginian Empire. No? Then individual competitions were used to win these honors. No, so yun na nga no dito sa individual competition. So, so um dito sa Ateneo Head Content, dito sa huling statement ay at the end of each week or two, the points in favor of each empire were added, no? So, sa mga imperyo, so kailangan nilang maging maliksi, no, competitive one. And the empire with the most points was declared the winner. So, kung sino yung empire na may maraming puntos sa mga paningpalak ay siya yung tatanghaling panalo. So, only those who distinguished themselves in the class for their Pretty and diligence could join the fraternity of Mary and St. Louis Gonzaga. So, yung mga taong desidido talaga, no? Yung desidido at competitive na ang maaaring pumasok sa fraternity ni na Mary and St. Louis Gonzaga. So, this fraternity met on Sundays and held public programs after Mass. So, dahil nga and such as poetry, recitations, or debates. With all of these incentives, it was only natural that there would be a spirit of emulation, a striving to outperform one's colleague. Then, Jose excelled academically and took private Spanish lessons to improve his fluency. So, despite being the class brightest student, no, so si Jose took a private Spanish lessons during recess at Santa Isabel College to improve his knowledge and fluency, no, despite of being the class brightest student. Sa kabila ng kanyang pagiging matalino ay nag-enroll pa rin si Jose Rizal sa Santa Isabel College, no, para mas mapa-improve pa ang kanyang kalaman, no, at fluency sa Spanish lessons. So, sa mga tungkol sa mga Spaniards. Then, Jose had a teachers like Father Beach and Father Francisco Paula de Sanchez. He excelled in various subjects and received medals for his academic achievement. So, si Jose Beach Beach. Si Jose is kanyang inilarawan si Father Beach bilang napakatangkad na tao, maganda yung katawan, at and quick grade, aesthetic physiognomy, super inspired, no? So small and sunken eyes, no? And sharp Russian nose, o matangos. Then manipis na mga labi, na forming an arc with its side directed towards the chin. No, murag na ay arc daw diri pag mo diri sa ang chin sa aping. So he was a bit of lunatic with a sporadic sense of humor. At times he was harsh and intolerant, and at others he was gay and playful as a child, no? So si Rizal din ay nakatanggap ng iba't ibang klase, sa iba't ibang asignatura ng mga medalya at mga certificate sa kanyang academic achievements. Jose loved for poetry and literature began to blossom at Ateneo. Influenced by his fourth-year professor, Father Francisco Paulo de Sanchez, he wrote poems on various themes, many of which were pro-Spanish. Then, si Rizal ay no si Rizal habang siya ay nag-aaral sa si Rizal habang nag-aaral si Rizal sa Ateneo ay nakahiligan niya ang pagsulat ng mga tula at mga literature, at mas naging na-impluwensyahan din siya sa tulong ni Father Francisco Paulo de Sanchez, no? At dahil diyan is nakagawa o nakasulat si Rizal ng mga tula nasa iba't ibang mga tema na mostly sa kanyang mga gawa o likha ay pro-Spanish o nakabatay sa Spanish, no? Then, beyond academics and poetry, Jose engaged in physical activities like gymnastics and fencing, as well as artistic pursuits such as painting, sculpture, and carving, no? Aside sa si Rizal ay sumusulat ng mga tula at nobela, ay marunong din siya sa mga physical activities like fencing at pagguhit, no? At pagkurba, then carving, no? At siya rin ay si Jose rin ay was placed at the back of the class at first, but he was quickly promoted and continued to be promoted until at the end of 1 month. Then, so Jose reading included works like The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas and Travels in the Philippines by Fyodor Hagor, which influenced his perspective on the Philippines and its potential future. So, si Rizal, habang rin nag-aaral si Rizal sa Ateneo, ay nakahiligan niya rin magbasa ng mga nobela katulad ng The Count of Monte Cristo na kay Alexandre Dumas at Travels in the Philippines by Fyodor Hagor. So, sa pamamagitan nito, nalaman ni Rizal yung mga sinapit ng mga Pilipino sa kamay ng mga Spain, no? So, kaya during a summer vacation on March 1873, Jose visited his mother in prison and shared his academic achievement with her. So, Rizal had a reason to be pleased with his advancement. So when he returned home for the summer vacation, he went alone to visit Doña Teodora, his mother, in the prison and informed her of the good news. He must have said that this after learning from his mother that the prosecutor of the charge against her had played a cruel joke on her. So, pinagkaisahan, no? So, sinabi ng judge na nakasalukuyang domestic for the friars, sinabi ng judge sa kanya na if she confess, if aaminin niya na siya yung may sala, is excuse me, ulan na. So, sinabi ng judge sa kanyang ina na si Doña Teodora na kung aaminin niya na siya yung may sala ay mas mapapadali ang pagpapalaya sa kanya. Pero, instead of releasing her, the judge convicted her, no? So, mas giduot pagid siya, no, mas giduot siya. So after a few months, the judge begged her forgiveness for what he had done. So after sa maikling panahon o maikling buwan ay humingi ng kapatawaran ang judge sa kanyang ina. So claiming that it had hurt his conscience, but the case was already on appeal. Now, dahil hindi pinapatulog yung judge ng kanyang konsensya, no? Kaya humingi siya ng tawad sa kanyang ina. Pero, nandyan na yung kaso, no? Nakitnaan nyo na yung kaso. So, ano naman to? No. So, Father Francisco Paulo de Sanchez was his first her in the 4th year of studies. Then, yes, kanyang si Father Francisco Paulo yung isa sa kanyang guro noong siya ay nag-aaral pa sa ika-4 na taon. Then, Jose was considered as short in stature, and he attempted to correct this flaw by participating in gymnastics on a regular basis. So, si Father Francisco noon is dinescribe siya ni Rizal bilang isang modelo of decency, solicitude, and love for the student. And he studied mathematics, rhetoric, and Greek, and he must have made significant progress as he received 5 medals at the end of the year. His talent for poetry was evident from an early age, and he never stopped cultivating it. No. So, si Rizal is majored in philosophy, physics. He majored in philosophy, physics, chemistry, and natural history, but his love for poetry was so strong that his philosophy professor once advised him to abandon it, which made him cry. In his spare time, however, he continued to cultivate the mosses with the help of his old professor, Father De Sanchez. No, so si Father Francisco is gusto niyang ipatigilin si Rizal sa sa kanyang pagiging passionate sa poetry, no, na then na nagpaiyak sa kanya kasi nga passion niya yung tula, pagiging malikhain sa tula. Then pero sa kabila ng lahat, no, he continued to cultivate the mosses with the help of his professor. So, kabila ng lahat is kanya pa rin pinagpatuloy. So, Jose was considered short in stature, and he attempted to correct his flaw by participating in gymnastics on a regular basis. He also did other physical activities such as fencing. Following his baccalaureate, he surprised his family with his words handling ability when he completed in an exhibition bout with the town's best swordsman. He also devoted time in painting and sculpture, in drawing and painting. He was under the guidance and direction of the Ateneo professor, the Peninsula Don Agustin Saez, who honored him with his affection and consideration because of his progress progress, no? So si professor at si Don Agustin Saez is binigyan siya ng gantimpala, no, si Rizal dahil sa kanyang affection and consideration of his progress. Then Filipino so in sculpture, his instructor was a Filipino, no? So sa sculpture, kasi alam din ni Rizal, no, paano mag-sculpt, is yung instructor niya or yung guro niya ay isang Pilipino, si Romualdo D. Jesus, who felt proud in the last year of his life of having had such an excellent pupil, no? So isang karangalan para kay Jose ay para kay Romualdo de Jesus ang magkaroon ng isang estudyante na mabait, no, at excellent pupil. And beside the interest he took in clay modeling, to which reference has already been made, Rizal was expert in carving. When he was in the Ateneo, he had carved an image of the Virgin of such grace and beauty that one of the fathers asked him to try an image of the Sacred Heart. So Rizal complied and produced the carving that played so important a part in his future life. And the Jesuit father was intended to take the image with him to Spain. No, gusto sa Jesuit ng father nga magpadala ng litrato ng kanyang gawa pati na rin si Rizal sa Spain. But in some way, it was left behind and the schoolboys put it up on the door of their dormitory. So instead nga sa Spain is nabiyaan, no, then sa schoolboys, no. So instead nga sa Spain nabiyaan man, so sa dormitory na lang gibutang. So according to Craig, 1913, page 100. So yun lang po yung part ko. Then sa susunod is yung isa na namang kasamahan namin. So sana mayroon kayong natutunan na sa buhay ni Rizal habang siya nag-aaral, no. So hindi rin naging madali, no. Kahit marangya ang pamumuhay nila Rizal noon, hindi rin naging madali sa kanya ang kanyang pag-aaral, no, dahil naging masakitin siya. Aside that, nakakulong pa ang kanyang ina, niloko pa ang kanyang ina, pinalitan pa ang kanilang apelido na Mercado into Rizal dahil sa mga gulo na nasangkot, at dahil na rin sa Gomburza, no, sa yung tatlong paring martyr. At yes, kahit sa kabila ng lahat ng kanyang mga pagsubok ay hindi rin natin maikukubli na si Rizal ay marami talagang na-contribute, no, hindi lang sa intellectual kundi rin sa mga physical activities, yung sa fencing at painting, no. Marami din siyang gawa, no. So hindi rin nakapagtataka na ang kanyang dalawang nobela, no, yung The Dolomitang Hera at El Filibustero ay naging batayan upang mapukaw ang mga utak at damdamin ng mga Pinoy na lumaban. So yun lang po at salamat.